Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 53rd Annual Bennington Battle Day Parade. Everybody ready for a parade this afternoon? That's what I'm talking about. My name is Ben Patton from the J&M Magic in the Morning Show, Magic 590, and also now at 100.5 FM in Albany. Glad to be with you again. The parade is being televised by the great folks at Cat TV, so we thank them for doing that as well. Our parade, yeah, let's give it up for Cat TV. Very nice. Absolutely. Our parade salute today is being returned by Sergeant Major Bill McCoy, who's in the back of the reviewing stand. A nice hand for him. He's been doing this for 51 years. 51. And when we get to it today, to honor America, we'll have our national anthem to be sung by the Bennington County Choral Society. So we thank them for being here as well. We've got a lot of stuff going on this afternoon. Beautiful weather, can't beat it. We're ready to go. So as our police cars get set to come down here, we welcome you to the 53rd Annual Bennington Battle Day Parade. As Section 1 kicks off this afternoon, we've got various police cars from Bennington, Old Bennington, the Vermont State Police, and the Bennington County Sheriff. So what you're going to notice coming up from the State Police, a 1947 Ford Cruiser. The state police vehicle. Now just think about that. That vehicle is 70 years old. Almost as old as Rick Knapp. Almost. Not quite, but almost as old. Did he hear me over there? Did you hear me over there? I'm sorry, that was supposed to be low enough just between the friends and I. But anyway, here they come. We will be honoring a few folks. Governor will speak as well. Looking forward to that coming up this afternoon. I'm going to stand next to Alex Mahar, one of our honorees today. So if the lightning's going to strike, it won't be here. Right, Alex? Yep, see? He's got me covered now. I will tell you one thing as we get started. If your hands don't hurt by the time you get done, you have not clapped enough, so make sure you show all the folks proper respect for coming here from wherever they are. Make sure you clap nice and loud, hoot and holler. That's what we want at a parade. I want you to just sit there on your hands. Make sure you're a part of this parade. That's why we've been doing this for 53 years. We want to continue to do it, but we need your support. So let's show all those folks out there what Bennington and the surrounding areas are really all about. Leading parade, the police vehicles from Old Bennington and from Bennington. Right behind them, Bennington County Sheriff's Department. State Trooper SUV. And there's the one we're talking about from 1947, Ford Cruiser with the Monty plate on the front. Another state police vehicle right behind that. Oh, and they've got candy. Let's not kill the people in the front here. Be careful. And coming up in the fire department vehicle, passing the stands right now, our past Bennington Fire Chief, Erwin Matson. And our Grand Marshal coming past the reviewing stand, Charles O. Becker. And the Governor of the State of Vermont, Bill Scott. Now heading towards the reviewing stand, the Twin State American Legion Band from Brattleboro, Vermont and Keene, New Hampshire. Brattleboro American Legion Band, post number 5 in Brattleboro, Vermont. and the Keene American Legion Band, post number 4 in Keene, New Hampshire, comprise the Twin State Marching Band. And don't forget our color guard at the front of the parade. Our Bennington Fire Department color guard, and our Bennington Fire Department officers: Chief Steve Crawford, Deputy Chief Jeff Berry, Assistant Chief Bill Latour, and the marching unit of the Bennington Volunteer Fire Department. Captain of the Hook and Ladder Company Ted Rinaldi, Captain of the Eagle Hose James Wright, Captain of the Putnam Hose James Weber, and the Captain of the Stark Hose Ian Harrington. If you'd all please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, sung by the Bennington County Choral Society. The Bennington County Choral Society. Those of you that could remain standing, that would be good. If you can't, that's all right, you can sit down. We would like to honor our deceased this year, folks that we have lost since the last Bennington Battle Day Parade. Dwayne Knapp from the Putnam Hose. Also, Ray Lorenzo from Putnam Hose. Harold Legacy from Eagle Hose. Henry Salem from Eagle Hose. And we'd also like to salute our military that we've lost over the last year, our military personnel fighting for our freedom. Now comes the fun part of the afternoon. Now we get to honor people, which is always the coolest part. First, we are going to honor our Bennington Battle Day Grand Marshal, Charlie Becker. Can I call you Charlie? All your friends do, right? All right, I better call you Charlie. All right. In 1948, Charlie joined the Shaftesbury Fire Department, and after a couple of years became chief of the department. Charlie held that coveted position for 16 years, and as new chiefs were elected, requested him to hold the position of assistant chief to aid them in running the department with his extensive knowledge of how things work. Charlie took the VSFA fire instructor's course in the late 1950s, specializing in pumps. At the time, there was little training on pumps and how to run them properly. Charlie ran many pump courses and sometimes had 3 courses going on in a week plus weekends. His interest in centrifugal pumps prompted Charlie to go to Pennsylvania and take a maintenance and repair course from the Hale Pump Company. Charlie is one of the founders of the Bennington County Mutual Aid Association, and as an exercise did a pump relay from Shaftesbury to North Bennington, quite a feat even in today's standards. Charlie is a member of the Vermont Firefighters Association and served with distinction in 1973 and 74. In 1985, he was awarded the Vermont State Firefighter Association's Fire Chief of the Year. Charlie and his wife Marion were honored by having the Shaftesbury Station No. 1 dedicated to them as the Charles and Marion Becker Fire Facility. Charlie has been extremely honored to serve as a parade judge for our annual Bennington Battle Day Parade, and we are very appreciative for his service. Please put your hands together for Charlie Becker. And now, Alex Mahar. He's a lifelong resident of Bennington and a well-respected funeral director for over 50 years. In 1962, he purchased the family funeral home business from his parents and operated the funeral home until his retirement in 2009, when his son John purchased it. As an avid golfer, he won several tournaments and several club championships. At the age of 16, he was the youngest player to win the Massachusetts Allied Golf Tournament, and for over 40 years, held the record for lowest score posted in a high school state championship. The crowning highlight was when Alex and his wife Marilyn each recorded a hole-in-one in the same week. Alex started the Bennington Area Hospice Golf Tournament, and during the past 13 years, listen to this, has raised over $200,000 for Bennington Hospice. He's a member of the Bennington Lodge of Elks 567, the Moose Family Center, and a 4th-degree member of the Knights of Columbus. As a true family member, Alex and Marilyn take great pride in their family, which include 12 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. The Bennington Fire Department takes this opportunity to thank Alex for his many years of support for us and the community of Bennington. Alex E. Mahar. And now to say a few words, the Governor of the State of Vermont, Bill Scott.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me here today. And we should also thank Rick Knapp. It's in his 50th year. He's run this parade for a number of years. How about a round of applause for Rick? It's always great to be back here in Bennington for the Bennington Battle Day Parade. I've made it down here for the last several years, and it's always an event I look forward to. Many of you probably already know this, but Bennington Battle Day is Vermont's only state holiday. And it's a holiday worth celebrating because it makes a turning point in our nation's history. Nearly 250 years ago, Lieutenant Colonel Friedrich Baum of the British Army commanded 700 Royal troops to raid Bennington for food, munitions, and other supplies. Little did they know that we had 2,000 militiamen under the command of General John Stark that were stationed here. And during the battle, General Stark's troops were reinforced by Colonel Seth Warner, as well as by Ethan Allen's Green Mountain Boys. Despite the British forces being better equipped, our Green Mountain Boys achieved a decisive victory and helped turn the course of the war. It's important for us to remember this event in American history because it helped shape our nation. But today I also want to really take the opportunity to recognize those 2 local heroes that we've learned so much about today. Charlie Becker, the Grand Marshal of today's parade, and Alex Mahar, who the parade is dedicated to. Charlie, for your years of service, you've made a lasting mark. Your service in the U.S. Armed Forces in 67 years on the Shaftesbury Fire Department has left our nation, our state, a much safer place. And while you're working for your community, I had the opportunity to meet Charlie a few years ago up in St. Albans at a Fire Association event. And he told me one thing that many probably here don't know, but Charlie can ride a bicycle backwards. So he said he still does, and so I asked WCX if they could come down and treat him as a super senior, and he did just that and rode his bicycle in his 90s backwards, something that I ride my bike on a daily basis, and I'm sure I can't do that. So please join me in thanking Charlie for his years of service. And that brings me to Alex. Alex, you've dedicated your life to Bennington County. For 3 generations, your family has comforted others during very, very difficult times, and you've been an active community member in the Eagles, the Elks, the Moose, and the Knights of Columbus, and you've put so many hours into this community and so many hours of community service. We're so very fortunate, and the $200,000 for the Bennington area hospice tournament for the Bennington Hospice Center is truly remarkable. So please, again, let's thank Alex for his great work. And with that, I'm going to give 2 letters of commendation to Mary Morrissey, who will be in her great hands. Thank you very much, Mary, for all your good work. And she'll get you those letters framed. Thank you again. And let's, enough speaking, let's get this parade back in order. Thank you very much.
Governor Phil Scott. All right, we're ready to get this parade back underway. I think we are. I think we're ready for some clapping and ready to go. Remember, guys, they're judging you. Make sure you... There you go. Here comes our various fire apparatus from Eagle Hose, Stark Hose, Putnam Hose. Also have our hazmat trucks, ladder trucks coming as well. Got our ladder truck heading through from Bradford, H&L number 1. Now heading towards the reviewing stand Bennington outslodge 567. Beautiful flag they have, huge flag. Notice how they are very respectful. Everybody has white gloves on, taking care of the flag the way they should. Very nice. And now we have a float sponsored by the American Lung Association. They're the leading organization working to save lives by improving lung health and preventing lung disease. If you want more information, you can go to fightforairclimb.org, find out more about the American Lung Association. Being led by their flag team, coming from Troy, New York. We love them every year when they come here. It's the Excelsior Drum and Bugle Corps. How about those hats, everybody? Very nice. The Excelsior Drum and Bugle Corps from Troy, New York. Now heading to the reviewing stand. Members and floats of the Bennington Rescue Squad, first organized in 1963, celebrating their 54th anniversary. Now we have a float sponsored by Northside Dairy Bar, better known as Billy T's, celebrating their 23rd season. Don't forget they hand press their burgers daily, also fresh cut French fries. And for those of you that aren't eating meat, garden burgers, black bean burgers. Let's have a nice hand for the Northside Dairy Bar, Billy T's, celebrating year number 23. Nice cones there, ladies and gentlemen. Those look very nice. Now we have our Boy Scout troop number 353 from Bennington, Vermont. We should have got the Boy Scouts to do that. That would have been good. But you can't do that, you're busy. And right behind the Boy Scouts, it would make sense that we would have the Girl Scouts. This is Girl Scout Troop 30462. And of course, pretty cool because they have what? They have candy. All right, which cookie are you? Thank you, trefoil. I could have guessed that, I guess. You look good for 100. Very nice. I love the Thin Mint in the front. Very nice. Keep waving. There you go. Is the Thin Mint not cute? The Thin Mint is adorable. Should have got to do the Girl Scout promise. Don't say you don't know how to do it now. All right, heading to us, they've been in business for over 150 years, and they're from the west of us, from Cambridge, New York. Put your hands together for the Cambridge Marching Band. For 164 years, the Cambridge Band. Now heading up, it's the marching unit of the Bennington Rural Volunteer Fire Department and their equipment. The marching unit of the Bennington Rural Volunteer Fire Department is led by Chief Madison. Got a hose cart from 1839 being pulled by two handsome gentlemen. You know, they have to use horses way back then. Now we just use people. Comes the Bennington Rural Fire Department vehicles. The drivers always look so happy because they know they don't have to march. I'd probably be that happy too. Now coming towards the reviewing stand, the Cancer Center Community Crusaders standing strong together. Beautiful float coming through, honoring the community heroes. Very nice. Driven by LeBlanc's Auto. You can't really have a parade without a clown, right? You can't have a parade without a clown. Look at the clown here, entertaining everyone. I'll be trying not to get us wet. Now coming through the Bennington VFW and its members. Commander is Norm LeBlanc. We have some more members of the Post 1332 in the back. And our Bennington American Legion Post 13 and the members, Commander Steve Greenslett. Beautiful vehicle. Comes the Poppy Queen through. Where is the Poppy Queen anyway? Give us a wave there. You're not a Poppy Queen. Ah. Okay. Now coming through the members of the USS Bennington. And don't forget there's a 1968 Ford Pumper owned by Dick Lyons of Shasbury, Vietnam veteran, U.S. Air Force, who just happened, now listen to this, just happened to win the Fireman's Choice at Friday's Las Vegas night and car show. How convenient was that? I wonder who's voting on that. Maybe the fire department members? And obviously he agrees. I'd like to thank all the folks from the USS Bennington for being here this afternoon. We do appreciate all your service. Thank you so much. Did a little wave over here. There you go. A little wave out of the car. Very nice. How come your top's not on? Can't stand up like the other guy out of the top. All right, here we go. Disabled American Veterans, Bennington chapter number 4. Thank you to our color guard for coming through. Very nice. More of our disabled American veteran vehicles coming through. Number 4, right here in Bennington, Vermont. I see you. I see you there. Very nice. We now have the Vermont Veterans of America, Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 601 from Bennington, Vermont. They welcome all men and women who served in Vietnam from February 21st, 1961 through May 7th, 1975, or any duty location between August 5th, 1964 and May 7th, 1975. If you want to check out more information, you go to vvavtsc.com/cib.htm. Of course, we'd like to thank the Vietnam Veterans Chapter 601 for your service to America and right here in Vermont. She's really singing. There's no ad-lib on that. She's just singing her little heart out. Now coming through a 1952 M38A1 U.S. Marine Corps Willys Jeep, driven by Steve Leach, the VFW District 1 quartermaster. And right behind them, the Springfield Kilty Band. They are now 100 years old, formed back in 1917, one of the longest running pipe bands in U.S. history. And the Alert Hose Company number 1 was formed back in 1876. It is now 141 years old. In 1885, the parade cart being pulled today was built to order. In 1893, the company adopted the turn-of-the-century Prince Albert style buff and white uniforms, which had become a trademark of the Alerts. Right behind that, we have the Adams Fire Department number 3. And here they come. I hope I pronounce it right. Is it Micah? Micah. That's why you correct me. It's the Micah studio. Now let's see if we get, now can some of the older girls, can we get them to throw up and catch? Because that's what I like. I think most people want to see you guys, especially the, there we go. There we go, that's right. Very nice. You get more claps that way. Just remember it as you're going down. So we'd like to thank the Micah studio from Bennington, Vermont. All right, now that's pretty cool that you can actually stand up and keep walking after that. Here comes the fire department truck from Arvin Hart. I'd like to thank Arvin Hart for coming through today with their fire department vehicle as we close out section number 2. Arvin Hart from the Stillwater Fire District. Now kicking off section number 3. In the winter of 1928, the Fort Craylow Post 471 of the American Legion of Rensselaer organized a senior drum and bugle corps consisting of its own members. Since all the members of the drum corps were active Legionnaires, they put all their efforts into making their musical organization an outstanding part of the American Legion, both at the state and national levels. It is the Fort Craylow Force 471 American Legion Doodle Band from Rensselaer, New York. Our friends to the north from North Bennington, it's the North Bennington Fire Department with Chief Ed Myers. I heard Ed's been chief for a long, long time. Do we want to say how long? Is it 25 or over 25? He won't even acknowledge it. See that? I think you got bonus points for the thumbs up there. We have the North Bennington Fire Department vehicles. Truck number 55 and 56. And our brush unit number 958, the cold water support team. And now we have a float coming from the Bank of Bennington. The Bank of Bennington celebrating 100 years of local commitment. And they thank their customers for the opportunity to serve their banking needs and appreciate the lasting relationships that they have established. Congratulations on 100 years of service from the Bank of Bennington. And right behind the Bank of Bennington float, you love them and you can't live without them, especially during the parade. Put your hands together for the Shriners.
Back up through there. I don't.
Don't put those umbrellas up. There's no rain coming. I know you're trying to be funny, but don't make us even think about rain. We're good. Clogging their little hearts out, coming towards the reviewing stand from Bennington. It's the Crossover Cloggers. It takes a lot of guts to do that while this is moving. I got to tell you, you guys are doing a great job. Crossover cloggers. And right behind them, the Southshire Roller Derby. They're called the Battle Cats. They have a game at a Juniors Expo coming up next Saturday, August 19th at the Riley Rink in Manchester. So if you want to become a part of this great sport, you can head out to their North Bennington practice space next Sunday, August 20th for a skater orientation. Or you can check them out at SouthshireRollerDerby.com. Oh, very nice. All right, this takes guts. Oh, very nice. No one was hurt in the filming of this. Very nice. And now for Bennington, Vermont, we've got a float sponsored by United Counseling Service. And now we've got a 1922 antique fire truck driven by Bob Klypeck. So that fire truck now 95 years old. I don't think Bob is quite that old, but the truck is that old. Thank you, Bob. The Fiesta Band, formed by Al Pepe in the mid-70s, has had the pleasure of playing many parades and concerts around the Capital District area. And here they are at the Bennington Battle Day Parade from Mechanicville, New York. It's the Fiesta Band. Towards the reviewing stand, our neighbors just a little bit north of here from Shaftesbury. It's the Shaftesbury Fire Department with Chief Joe Vadigan. Was that for you, Joe? That must have been for you, that clap in there. He doesn't look happy. Is he not happy? Get a smile out of you, Joe? Not really. Maybe next year. Now we have the Shaftesbury Fire Department, all their apparatus. We had the Boy Scouts a little bit earlier today. Now from Shaftesbury, we have Cub Scout pack number 330 from Shaftesbury, Vermont. I'd like to thank our Cub Scouts for being here today. Can't be Boy Scouts if you don't start out as Cub Scouts, right? I think that's a natural progression. That ends section number 3, coming through with the Cub Scouts. And as we kick off section number 4 with the Waltham American Legion Band, the first band ever to perform in Russia, the Waltham American Legion Band has been playing in the United States and Europe since 1948. They are post number 156. Today the band consists of about 50 members, both veterans and civilians, ranging in age from the teens to the 90s. Hailing from Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island, performances include concerts, parades, and special events, most recently appearing in Washington, D.C. and in Canada. It's the American Legion Band, Waltham American Legion Band from Waltham, Massachusetts. All right. Is a sax player a trooper or what? In a wheelchair playing the sax. You gotta love it. All right. The Waltham American Legion Band from Waltham, Massachusetts. Now heading towards a reviewing stand, the Philmont Fire Department. They started as a volunteer fire company in 1896 and still operate that way today. And also they have a float sponsored by the Philmont Fire Department. Their 1980 hose cart. That hose cart, 157 years old. And that finishes off the Philmont Fire Department. Now we have from the New England Football League, the Southern Vermont Storm football team from Bennington, Vermont. They actually won yesterday by forfeit over Franklin County. They beat the Greyhounds 6-0. They're in the Maritime Conference, currently with a record of 4-1, a half game behind the Mass Warriors. But that's not going to last long, guys, is it? Of course not. It's the Southern Vermont Storm football team. And here comes the North Shaft Lions Club. Don't forget bingo. What is that? Sunday, August 20th. Oh, that's next Sunday. All right. Now coming, the North Shaft Lions Club, they have a float. This year they're presenting The Wizard of Oz, There's No Place Like Home. Lions Club serving local communities. This year marking 100 years of service for Lions Clubs all over the world. North Shaft Lions proud to host their fellow Lions from Vermont District number 45. Lions Club is a worldwide community service club focusing on 5 areas: sight and hearing, diabetes awareness, hunger, pediatric cancer, and the environment. The North Shaft Lions Club. All right, everybody, they're your band, right from here in Bennington, Vermont. They do the field shows for the home games. They march in the Veterans Day Parade, homecoming, 2 Memorial Day parades. And right here at the Bennington Battle Day Parade, put your hands together for the Mount Anthony High School Band, right here in Bennington, Vermont. Your Fighting Patriots from Mount Anthony. Celebrating their 70th year from North Hoosick. It is the North Hoosick Fire Department, established in 1947. Chief Al Bourne. While we have a quick minute while our North Hoosick and Hoosick Falls trucks are coming through, let's have a nice hand for all the folks in the reviewing stand that do all the hard work of judging all the fire departments and everything, all the floats and everything. We appreciate that. They've been doing it for many, many years. We thank them for their service. We have some noted politicians in there, but we won't mention any names. But we thank them for being here too. Now a float for the Southern Vermont Water Warriors. I've got a race car coming towards the reviewing stand, driven by Brandon Ely. Isn't there a race in Michigan you should be at like right now? Getting ready? Take a look at all his sponsors on his vehicle. All the local folks. Matson Brewing Company. The Blanks Auto Sales. Roy Plumbing and Heating. Now we have Pownell Valley Fire Department, their East Company truck. Kicking off section number 5 is Hannaford's Volunteer Fife and Drum Corps, formed back in 1975 by Gerd and Ruth Sommer as a bicentennial project. The corps name comes from Captain Nathaniel Hannaford. It's the Hannaford Fife and Drum from Underhill, Vermont. It's the Hannaford Fife and Drum Corps from Underhill, Vermont. Next up, staff from the Southwestern Vermont Healthcare, marching in anticipation of their centennial celebration next year in 2018. The hospital will turn 100 years old next June. They'll also be inviting the entire region to celebrate with them, and over the years, the hospital has grown from a single entity to a broad and far-reaching health system. It's a Southwestern Vermont Healthcare. Now coming towards the reviewing stand, it's the Moose Lodge, number 1233 from Bennington, being led by a John Deere. Never seen a bus in a parade, but today we've got one. Purpose of the bus is to alert residents to a new service connecting New York City Metro to Bennington and Manchester Direct. The new service starts next Sunday, August 20th. Tickets will be available through Amtrak ticketing. Must be nice to drive in an air-conditioned bus. And we now have the folks from Bionic Home Healthcare. Here comes a float sponsored by the Woodford Snowbusters, located in the heart of the Green Mountain National Forest in southwestern Vermont. They offer over 100 miles of the best groomed trails, and if you need more information, you can go to Snowbusters, and snow is spelled S-N-O, busters.com. If you practice long enough, you figure it out. Thank you for coming. Oh, and it says it right on the van. See that? Even if I didn't have it written down, it was right there. My goodness. I'm getting hungry. I think we need a little Meals on Wheels deal. I think they're coming right now. Meals on Wheels delivers over 200 meals per day throughout Bennington County. Locally, Meals on Wheels has a cafe open from 11:30 to 1 located on Pleasant Street. All staff, clients, and volunteers are participating on the patriotic float today. We'd like to thank them for being here today. From Bennington County, it's Meals on Wheels. And right behind Meals on Wheels, we have a float from the Shaw Construction. And as Shaw's heads through the reviewing stand, I'd like to let you know about the second annual Greenmount Car Show and Swap Meet coming up in September. Lots of fun food, games, cars and trucks, motorcycles, all kinds of awards. That's going to be going on in Pownell. And again, that's the 15th, 16th, and 17th of September. You can find out more information by calling 802-681-3039. Now heading towards the reviewing stand from the Greater Bennington Peace and Justice Center. Don't forget their Sun and Fun Festival coming up next week. Second Congregational Church on Hillside Street. Best part of it is free admission. And now we have our folks from Fire Department from Arlington. I'd like to thank them for being in the parade. And last but not least, that Volkswagen from a long, long time ago. It is a float sponsored by Sunset Playland. Now you're being passed by Sunset Playland. And that'll do it, folks. That's it for the 53rd Annual Bennington Battle Day Parade. My name is Ben Patton. Thanks so much for being here today. What a beautiful day. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. We'll see you back here again next year for the 54th Bennington Battle Day Parade.